Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. We're taking a quick look here at Solana. We're going to jump into some back-end data as well and make sure we understand just kind of generally what's going on with liquidation. And obviously I want to just kind of recommend you jump on over to our new exchange here. They've been around for a very long time, but phenomenal exchange. Really love these guys. Bitunix, that is $5,500 USDT bonus reward when you deposit funds and essentially create an account. So awesome stuff. You do have to use my link, of course, to register, but simply put, if you do that, you'll be eligible for future trading competitions, and those are a lot of fun too. So thanks again, Bitunix, for providing a good resource for our members. Again, there's no KYC, no VPN. It's the main reason why we want to use them, is just to bring more opportunity to our US and Canadian subscribers. So thanks again for checking that out. If you want to, if you got questions, reach on out down below. So what we want to do is look at a few key factors. Okay, so this coin obviously overextended. We talked about that earlier. We talked about the potential for retesting the $64 mark because there's a bunch of liquidity there. So keep in mind there's options there, but for the most part right now this correction makes sense because again Bitcoin is pulling back a little bit. We're seeing a natural correction here from this coin, and we want to kind of note here that as long as the money flow index stays high, we should be in pretty good shape. Okay, so again, the daily really hasn't changed too much. It's all effectively the same as this morning. In other words, we're honoring all the trends and still very bullish. Okay, let's jump into the back end stuff here and kind of see what this looks like here. Again, this is liquidation levels. This hasn't changed much either, but we could go back. We could go into the last 12 days, I guess you could say, and kind of see, or sorry, 12 hours rather, and kind of see what just happened here recently. So in this range, we can see that there's a lot of liquidation at about 56.75. So $56.75 is the long liquidation levels. And then, of course, we got some short potential at about 64.50. And so these are probably some early shorts here and late longs, essentially. Probably some high leverage. Unfortunately, folks are doing that nowadays. So just be cautious and careful what you're doing there. But it's important to recognize that with that amount of liquidation close to the current price point, it does imply the price could drop a little further. But it also implies that there's a support level there, which is the previous resistance at about $58. Okay, so let's talk about that. Really quick, though, before we do, just to note, money flow index is still high. RSI is tapering off. This is actually a good sign. We don't want the RSI to stay up too long because that tells us we're extremely overbought. And if we can come down below 70 on the 4-hour, that'd be healthy and normal. We want to stay above 50. That's the key takeaway here. So with us being closer to 70, 75, I think that's perfectly fine. Okay, so again, all good stuff here in that sense. Now let's go ahead and zoom in and talk a little bit about what could potentially happen here. In other words, if the price does continue to pull back, we could see one of these three levels hit. 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. These are extremely common retracement zones. 0.382 makes the most sense for a bounce considering that was a more recent support level. We can also see here, likely on the hour a little bit better, that the support level here at about $58 even is likely going to hold because that was a recent resistance and a previous, if I recall correctly, a previous month high. Okay? Now again, monthly highs can turn around and work as monthly lows for this month, right? In other words, previous resistance turn support. So it's an important level there at $58. I do think we should be able to likely hold that level. Let's quickly just double check some liquidity here. We can see lower liquidity levels at about 52 to 53 and 46 to 45 as a rough estimate. And then of course, if we take a look at the hourly, this is where I do feel like we're going to probably see a bounce. Because in other words, you saw here a previous high, price couldn't pass that for about 3 or 4 hours. Comes down to hang out and skate on this level here, this 0.382. Furthermore, the price continues higher, comes back down here, and now holds this level. So we are seeing roughly $57.75, $58 as a close approximate of a very strong support level based on volume. Because if we do look at this here, we can see there's a lot more volume entering this coin here recently. And with it tapering off a little bit, it's slightly concerning, but not super terrible. Again, we're still above 50 on the RSI. So to me, when I see things like this, I think we're in pretty good shape. We're converging as well here on the MACD, and I do feel like we'll probably see the price rally back up. But you got to recognize it is likely for the price to come up, establish a lower high, and then another lower low from there. So once more, I think $54 or $51 would be more so a target for me. I'm going to go ahead and add an alert there at about 54.5, just to get perspective. If it comes back down to that level, that might be a good consideration for a long. Okay. Again, just some thoughts, throwing some ideas out there. Hopefully this made sense and I described that correctly. Again, make sure you jump on over, check out our Bitunix exchange, phenomenal exchange. They got some really nice deposit rewards and, of course, some little loot boxes. It's kind of just a fun exchange. They've been really good to me. So last but not least, I'm going to post the playout chart here on our Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. Jumping over there, help us grow the community. If you're curious, because I get this question a lot, what the results for last month was for my premium group, those are here. I'm going to start posting my premium plus trades as well, so you can kind of see that, because we're starting to kill on this one. In fact, just a few minutes ago, we took 4 scalping trades for XRP. This might look like the same trade, but these are all different trades. Okay. So really, really cool stuff there. Again, Solana, if you're curious about our Solana, this is actually in the mix as well for our day trades. This is technically still yesterday here. We can see we hit 4 targets, 61, 62%, 61.1, 69%, 36%. So awesome stuff. Congrats again to our members for that. All right, thanks again so much for watching. Hope you all have a great rest of the day. We'll look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Have a good one. Thank you.